Welcome to Vintage Variety. Today I'm going to show you guys a small jewelry lot that I purchased a while back offline. In fact, I purchased this a couple of months ago. I had set it aside and totally forgot about it. So today we're going to take a good look at this. Some of these pieces are vintage and a few of them I believe to be antique. So we're going to go through this together. Also, I'm going to give you a fair warning. My nails are a mess. I haven't done them because I'm also working on another project today. And I'll take a few minutes to show that to you and tell you a little bit about it and what I'm doing. This is the project that I'm working on. Thus, I haven't done my nails because I know that I'm probably going to mess them up. This is a bracelet I showed in recent content. This came in a bag of jewelry that was given to me. What I'm working on today, along with showing the items that I'll be showing today, is I'm trying to restore this bracelet. If you guys are interested in seeing how I go about restoring this vintage bracelet, let me know in the comments, and I will definitely do content showing you how I restore it step by step. So let's get started. Let's have a look at this lot of jewelry and see what kind of good items we have in here. From what I could tell by looking at it online when I decided to purchase it, I felt like this was a really good lot. This first piece, this is a very 1950s looking necklace. It has a hook clasp. It's not signed. And there's another piece in here that goes with it. Let me push this out of the way. And this is a bracelet, but it's missing quite a few stones here. It looks as though it's missing 3 stones. Maybe I will find those as we go through the rest of these pieces. But these 2 pieces are unsigned. I hate that this one's missing the stone because it's actually very pretty. These are cute. These are some old daisy clip-on earrings. The clip's not in very good condition. And there's a little bit of wear on them. But there is a pair, and I think these are quite adorable. This is another earring. Hopefully there's a mate to it in this lot. Set it to the side. And this is a locket. Almost looks like a monogram in the center of it. Let's open it up. I don't see any markings on the back. So I'm not sure about the age of this piece. This is probably, if I had to guess, from somewhere around the 1960s or 70s. Another earring. I'm going to set it to the side. I always like to set the earrings to the side to see if they have matches. This is a cute little brooch and it is signed. Let's zoom in on that and see. I'm not sure how clear that's coming in. This is a Jerry's brooch. Look at this. This looks like a little wagon made out of mother of pearl. I'm guessing this was either a charm or a pendant. Let me know what you think. This could very easily have a jump ring attached to it, and it could be worn as a necklace pendant or it could be worn as a charm. But I think this is really cute. Well, this is obviously a dress clip. Oh wow, look at this. This looks very Czech to me. It could definitely use a really good cleaning. If I decide to keep it, I may just clean this piece up to get some of this old patina off of it. But I really like this piece. Another tiny brooch. This one looks like a ribbon. I don't see any markings on it. Did find one piece that was missing from the bracelet. Gonna set that to the side. This looks like a Monet. Let's see if it's marked anywhere. This looks familiar, guys, and call it age or just call it brain fog, but I have seen this on other necklaces. Usually, I've talked about this in other content. I know I talked about it in the content that I did on Oro jewelry, and I also talked about it in Listener. But a lot of times when you see these little pieces that hang off the end, you can identify who the maker was by this. And as I've already mentioned, this looks really familiar, probably on the tip of my tongue, but for the life of me, I can't remember. So if you guys know, let me know in the comments, unless the hook on this one is marked. And it's not. And with older necklaces like this, the hang tag could have fallen off. The hook could have been replaced at some point or the other. With this one, my guess is it might have had a hang tag on it and it fell off. Very pretty though. It has 5 strands. And I really like the way they've done the top of this. I really like this. This is a locket, and I'm going to show this. I own one of these already in my collection. And I've also seen reproductions. I think it was Florenza did some like this. And I do have a Florenza locket in my collection like this. But I'm going to go ahead and open it up so you guys can see, in case you've never seen one of these. They open up and it can hold 4 photographs. This one most likely had a clear piece that inserted above the photograph. It looks like at one point someone had glued some photos into it. But this one is in pretty good shape. But isn't that cool? This is really sweet. This is a mother of pearl brooch. Look at all the details on this. And it's so thin, you can almost see through it. A lot of times you'll run across brooches like this in jewelry bags or jewelry jars, and they've been broken because they're so delicate. Oh, wow. Another locket. I don't see any markings on this. So this locket opens up from the front. A picture would have went in the center of it. This is very interesting. So the stone in it is foil backed. It has a sport ring clasp. There's a good look at it on the form. Okay, this one is a little tangle. This has 3 lockets on it, and this is how they attach. A barrel clasp, and it looks like a hang tag, so this one's going to be signed. This is 1928 jewelry. I really like their jewelry. They do a lot of reproduction style jewelry, Victorian Revival, and I think that they make really good jewelry. A lot of people collect 1928 jewelry. I like the way this is, so you can attach pieces, and I like how they've done it. They've attached these little lockets. They've attached them using different lengths of chain, so I think that's pretty cool. Very nice. This is a bracelet marked Sperry. With this, the first thing that comes to mind, Sperry is a company that makes shoes, but this is not by them. Sperry was a company out of Rhode Island. They were around sometime during the 1950s. Don't really know a lot about them. I haven't done a lot of research into them, but I have ran across a piece of jewelry before that was marked Sperry. So this looks like some kind of charm bracelet. We have this little piece here. This looks like a totem pole. And I don't know what this is supposed to be. This looks like a train, and it says Century 21. Again, I don't know what this is supposed to be, if it's supposed to be some kind of monument or building. Here we have an airplane, a ship that says Dominion, another little piece that says Century 21 Exposition, and this looks like a landmark. This looks like the Space Needle from Seattle, Washington. I did a quick Google search on this bracelet, and amazingly, it gave me all the information that I really needed to know. The Century 21 Exposition held at the World's Fair from April the 21st through October the 21st in 1962. This World's Fair was held in Seattle, Washington. And that is where this bracelet came from. So I can very easily say that this bracelet was from 1962. Pretty interesting information. I've actually been to the World's Fair when I was still a kid. We went one year as a school trip, so I think that's pretty cool that this came from the World's Fair. So this is a necklace. I really like the design on this. Look at that. Let's zoom in and see if we can get a really good look at this, because I think I see a mark on it. Don't know if you guys can make that out, but this one is actually 12 karat gold filled. Has a very old spring ring clasp on it. Really like this. This is a good find. Okay, so this is another necklace, and this one is actually marked. Park Lane. I like Park Lane jewelry. I have a few pieces Park Lane, and my guess is that this one is supposed to hook somewhere right in here. It has two hooks on it. So it has this clasp here, and then it has the other one here. Lots of gold tone jewelry in this lot. This looks like a Monet to me. Don't see any markings. Usually with this type of necklace, it'll have a little cartouche hanging on it with the Monet name, but I don't see anything. Could have been broken off, or maybe it's not a Monet. There are other companies that made necklaces like this. This one is very long, but look how pretty that is. There's so many ways that you can wear a necklace like this. Simply fold one side over the other so you can wear it longer, tighten it up, and have wear it almost like a choker with the long length hanging. So I really like this piece. And it's beautifully done. Love the little tassels hanging off of it. Now let's take a look at these earrings. I think they're all going, these are clipped together. So this is one of the first ones I pulled out. These aren't signed, but I like the design of them. And these can be worn as clip-ons or screw-ons. I don't see any markings on these, but these are quite pretty. These are Monet, and hopefully that's just dirt and not a scratch. I think it's just dirt. They just need to be cleaned a little bit. There's the marking on the back of these. Monet with the copyright mark below it. This pair is matched up. Little faux pearl earrings. These are screwbacks. And they are marked. So these are gold filled, and hopefully you can see this. There's a little bit of glare from the lighting in here, but in the center there is a capital C, a capital A with an arrow through it. So these are Carl Art earrings. Very nice. A little bit of wear right there on one of the pearls, but that's okay, they're vintage. That's to be expected. Another pair of faux pearl earrings. Again, these are screwbacks. And these are not marked. This is our last pair. I think these are really pretty little floral earrings. They are clip-ons. And these are marked Pastelli. So this is another brand that I have ran across before. This is a vintage brand. The company that owned this brand was like Royal Pittsburgh, some kind of name like that. And this was one of their brands. It was known as Pastelli, and I think also Royal Pastelli. This company is from somewhere in the 1960s. And if I'm not mistaken, they were in business on up until the 80s. So in order to estimate the age of these earrings, I'd probably have to do a little bit more research on the marking of the back. These just say Pastelli, but I think these are really nice little clip-on earrings. And of course, as always, I love floral jewelry. So this was definitely a really nice lot of jewelry. Definitely let me know what you think in the comments. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to share these items with me. If you haven't already, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications on more content about collecting vintage and antique items. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.